Hello, you're watching Access, my name's Rob Pearson, and these are the PlayStation Store highlights for Wednesday the 23rd of May, 2018. First up this week is Detroit Become Human, the gorgeous, choice-driven sci-fi epic set in a future where androids live alongside humans for the betterment of society. Or not, as you probably guessed. The fantastic thing about Detroit is that every action you take has a bearing on the story. If you end up killing one of the multiple playable characters, then they just stay dead and the game rumbles on without them. The choices you have to make are never obvious or easy, which, combined with the incredible cinematic visuals, makes for a tense, emotionally charged and unforgettable experience. Detroit Become Human is available on PS4 this Friday. Also out on Friday is Dark Souls Remastered, which is the game you know and love, now with a lick of PS4 paint. It's every bit as memorable, challenging and beautifully grey and gothic as you remember, and if you don't remember because you've never played Dark Souls before, then get on it. As one of the most revered titles in video game history, you owe it to yourself to at least have a go. Meanwhile, out right now is the open beta for H1Z1's Battle Royale mode, which is pretty self-explanatory really. Get in there, check it out and try not to die. Personally, I'll be deploying my tried and tested Battle Royale tactic of parachuting in very slowly and hoping everyone else is dead before I land. And if they're not, finding the nearest bush to hide in. And if, like me, you've been lamenting the lack of tennis games on PS4, then what a time to be alive, as hot on the heels of AO Tennis comes Tennis World Tour, a sim where you get to create your own pro and then rise through the ranks against a sizable roster of real-world players including Roger Federer, Caroline Wozniacki, Angelique Kerber, Milos Raonic and Nick Kyrgios, to name just 5. Oh, and there are a couple of interesting demos you might want to check out this week that are both playable in VR. Wipeout Omega Collection and Zone of the Enders the Second Runner, Mars. While if you're after a bargain, deal of the week is none other than Skyrim. I'd totally buy it a 4th time if I could. Plus, running until the 6th of June is the Digital Zone, which sees money off the likes of Outlast 2, Absolver, Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, and loads more. Finally, if you're after a movie this week, then check out Maze Runner: The Death Cure, providing you've already seen the previous 2 Maze Runner movies, of course, or you probably won't be able to keep up with who's sad about who. Death Cure is as epic and action-packed as you'd expect a trilogy-closing sci-fi blockbuster to be, and it's also got Aidan Gillen in it being nice and evil, which makes it worth watching on its own. For a full list of this week's update, hit the PlayStation blog. Don't forget you can purchase all of this content online at store.playstation.com, and please remember all PlayStation Store content is subject to change. Hit subscribe for your weekly shot of PlayStation Store goodness, and for loads of awesome videos on everything PlayStation.